Hey guys, this weekend I'm finally going to be releasing a new 3D printed puzzle, but first I want to show you how to solve the Mixup Cube. So for those who don't know what a Mixup Cube is, it's actually a regular 3x3 Rubik's Cube, except there's one small difference, which is actually a very big difference. You can also do quarter turns on the slice layers, so you can also do this. So it's completely different because it makes solving much harder, and yeah, it's just a different experience, and not the same way to solve it as a regular 3x3, although there are similarities. So let's start with this. Just before I start, this is the Mixup Cube was actually designed by Oscar and produced by Whit Eden. Where is it? Here. Although I gotta be honest with you, I have mixed feelings about Whit Eden. I think they're a really bad company because, well, they're the ones that produced my Megaminx 2x2, and even though they sold hundreds of copies, they never paid me the royalties they owed me, even though we agreed on that. So I pretty much hate Whit Eden's, but I bought this before, and I honestly don't regret it that much because the puzzle is really nice. Alright, so, well, you know, give or take the lockups, because there are an amazing amount of lockups on this puzzle, and usually solving it is actually really complicated because of that, because you always lose yourself in the middle of an algorithm, which is really annoying. Anyways, let's start. So I'm gonna solve this first like a 2x2. I'm gonna solve the corners first, like this. So I solved the first layer here. And now the bottom layer is already almost solved. I just need to orient two corners, differently. You already get a preview of the lockups that I was talking about. Anyways, so now the 2x2 part is solved. Now I want to solve, I'm going to do it layer by layer. So first, I'm going to solve the top center, and then I'm going to solve the top edges, basically. So, just like the 3x3, now the thing is here, this should go here, right? So, unlike a 3x3 where you go 90 degrees, turn it 90 degrees the other direction, turn it again, well, you can't really do this here because this piece is it's in the place of a center. So you just do 45 degrees and 90 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees, and it works. So it's very similar for now. This piece has to go here, so same as the 3x3. Then I've got the blue-gray piece right there. I need to bring it all the way here, so that should do the trick. And I've got the gray purple piece that is right there, and I need to bring it all the way here. So just like on the 3x3, I solve it like that. So as you can see, it was here, 45 degrees, move it away, bring it back, and move that one back here. So for now, it's very similar to the Rubik's Cube. So now what I need to do is solve the side centers, alright, and the top center. I'm going to solve the centers now, okay? I'm going to leave the bottom face as it is. Now, if I want to solve the centers, the top centers, for example, well, no, let me start with a side center. I want to bring this piece here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make these two edges by turning it 45 degrees, and then I'm going to do the algorithm that switches these three edges. Now, I'm going to show you what this is on the 3x3. So that's what it looks like. And you can do it the opposite direction as well. I am going to use this algorithm for both directions on this puzzle. This is the only algorithm that I'm going to need to know how to solve this. So I want to bring this here. So I'm going to bring that piece here. Now I want to switch them in that direction. So cycle these three edges, and I'm going to use the algorithm I just showed you. And here it is. So that works. Now I need to bring the... Alright, let's say... Where's the purple one? Here it is. Okay, the purple one's going to be a bit more challenging because it's not near this piece. Now, if you bring it here, you'll notice that you can do the same method that I showed you earlier, like that. You need to bring this here, and this here. Now, I'm going to try doing the algorithm the other direction. I hate doing it on that puzzle because that's where I get the most lockups. And there we go, that's what I thought. I screwed up. So yeah, I hate when that happens, and it always happens to me on this puzzle. That's the only problem I have with this puzzle. The quality is too bad to be able to solve it smoothly. Now, I'm just going to use, so, you know, I just wanted to show you that first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the other algorithm, well, the same algorithm in the other direction, because I seem to have less lockups. And since it's a 3-cycle, I'm just going to have to do it multiple times. I'm going to have to do it twice instead of once if I want to do it in the other direction. I think it's going to be easier for me to show you how to solve this if I don't get mixed up with lockups. Seriously, that is the one thing I hate about this puzzle. So if you're frustrated easily about, you know, lockups and such, don't buy this puzzle. Alright, so I'm going to start over. Well, I haven't lost much, but it's still a bit annoying. So let's see. I'm going to do what undo what I failed. So as you can see, I'm solving the first layer. I actually messed up something. Alright, solving the first layer's edges. Now this one, purple one, and all that's left is the pink one, which is right here, so just like on the Rubik's Cube. Alright, now I'm going to do the blue face here that I want to bring here, so I'm going to bring these two parts like that. So I turn them from centers to edges, and I'm going to do the algorithm that switches both of them. And I'm going to do it a second time. Okay, as you can see, a lot of lockups, and it's really, really frustrating. So, now I'm going to do these two, same as before, so I'm going to bring the green one here. Again, I have to do the algorithm twice because I can't do it in the other direction without the whole puzzle locking up. Those of you who own Mixup Cube know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, I do suggest you buy this because honestly, just the concept is really interesting. Even though, well, for one, it locks up like crazy, so it's not perfect, and for two, the company is pretty bad, morally speaking. Alright, so now I want to bring the pink one right. So here, you know, I've solved the green, purple, blue. I want to bring the pink one right there. Now, in order to do that, since they're stuck together, if I do this 45-degree turn, I can only permute these edges, but this one isn't linked to that one directly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to permute these edges until the pink one is on top right there. Alright, and now I'm going to bring basically the place where the pink one should be, the slot right here. I'm going to bring it up here so that now I can do the algorithm on these three parts and bring the pink edge right here so that it can become a center. And now I've got one final one. That would be this center right here. If I'm not mistaken, that's going to be a bit more complicated since the yellow center is here. Let me see. Okay, I know what I can do. I'm gonna move this I'm gonna leave it here actually. I'm gonna move this edge right here, first of all. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this center here all the way there, so that I can permute these three parts, and this one's going to go here and back and become a center. Alright, so now this one's a center. Okay, now that these centers have been solved, I'm going to start solving the edges like if it was a 3x3. So now I don't really care about the 2x2 being scrambled. Now that I've solved the centers, I can start trying to solve it like a 3x3. So that's what I'm going to do. Again, lockups, but let's pretend like they're not here. Otherwise I'm going to get angry. This is the third time I filmed this video just because of those lockups. And even in this video I have, failed and restarted the solve almost. So yeah. Anyways, now I'm going to solve the top face, well, mainly the corners. Alright. Using the beginner's method, actually, for this. Alright, so now the corners are solved. All that I need to do is permute. Oh, I see. I've got a parity situation. I'll explain later. So first of all, I'm going to orient those edges because I need to change that, the orientation of those edges. So first of all, you see, for example, these two, these three edges need to be permuted, right? Let's see what I can do. So this one needs to be turned clockwise. So I'm turning them into centers, and so you see I'm turning them like that into centers, and I'm going to use the center positioning method that the center orienting method that I showed you in my video about how to solve a picture cube. So I'm turning this one 90 degrees like it should be, and then I'm going to replace it with the bottom one. And I'm going to undo the face turn that I did, and then re-replace it with the bottom, with the other edge, and now I've oriented one edge properly. Now, this one's in the wrong orientation, but I can always, use the algorithm that's going to flip it 180 degrees, and same on that side. So you see here the pink is on the right side. If I do the algorithm, the pink will be on the left side, but at least this one's solved. So so I did this. Now what I'm gonna try to do is I want to change the orientation of that one, but I don't want to screw up the orientation of the other edges. So I make it become a center, turn it 90 degrees to have the right orientation, and then I'm going to replace it with this center because this center doesn't need a specific orientation. So now I undo the face move that I did, and now as you can see it's in the right orientation right there. All that's left are these four edges, and that is orientation again. So change the orientation, replace the edge with another one, cancel the orientation, replace these two, basically that changes the orientation of these two. Now they're in the wrong position. I'll explain later. I first need to change the orientation of these two parts, so I'm going to change the orientation of that one, replace it with the other edge I want to orient, and undo the move, and do the replacement moves backwards. And so now I've got the whole cube solved, except for this parity error, and I'm glad I got it, because in the previous sequences that I'm not going to upload, obviously, basically the videos that I filmed the wrong way, I didn't get that parity, so this is something I should show you. Now, when you get this parity, it means that one of the layers in the center is positioned 45 degrees in either direction. It's just that basically this is not supposed to be possible, so that means you have an issue, and to fix a parity error you have to move everything on one slice by 45 degrees, and solve it using, you know, by switching. Basically, this piece should go here, this one should go here, this one should go here, then this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here, this one here. Basically, everything should be moved now using regular algorithms, 3x3 algorithms. Now, let's see. I'm gonna basically turn that slice by 45 degrees, and now I'm gonna move everything to the right by one step. So first, I'm gonna start with this this center here. Or yeah, you know what? Let's see. You know what? No, I'm gonna start with this edge because it needs to go in that position. Now, I'm gonna use basically. I want to switch these three. I want to bring this one here, and this one there. So I'm gonna do this and apply the algorithm. So yeah, let's go. I'm using the reverse algorithm. Okay, now this is in the right position, and this one too. So now I'm going all the way here, and I'm gonna do, let's see, so this should be gray, let's see. Alright, so I've got this in the right position, so this one should be oriented that way, that should be gray, that should be gray, purple, that should be purple. And this pink part should go all the way here. You know what? I'm gonna bring this gray piece all the way around the cube and put it in this position because that piece is very important. So let's bring that one all the way here. Okay, now it's in this position. I'm gonna bring it all the way to that position. Okay, now, alright, so this is correct, this is correct, this needs to go here, so there's a slight problem here. I'm going to do this and make the 3 cycle here. So that now the gray piece is in the right position. Now I need this one to go here, so I'm going to do another 3 cycle with these 3 parts. Okay, now I've got this piece that should go here, so I'm going to do another 3 cycle with these parts. And now I want to bring this piece all the way over here, so I'm going to do another 3 cycle with these 3 parts. Almost lost myself in that algorithm because of those lockups, those terrible lockups. Every single piece is positioned properly. This one's in the wrong orientation, this one too, 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 but they're all in the right position. So now all that's left is to use regular 3x3 algorithms to solve the orientation of those pieces. For example, I want to turn that one 90 degrees that way, then I'm going to replace it by this one using the center orientation algorithm that I taught you guys, for those who didn't know it yet. And now all that's left are these 2 edges. So first I'm going to change the orientation of that one and flip that one 180 degrees, sorry. And now all that's left is the orientation of that edge. So I'm turning it into a center, turning it 90 degrees, replacing it, sorry, with that blue center, turning it the opposite direction, and replacing it again like that, and all that's left is that 45-degree slice turn. So yeah, now it's solved. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe and come back tomorrow for the new 3D printed puzzle.